We have lot of limiting beliefs which we restrict our spiritual and material progress. Money is not good. Okay, uh, trying to belong to certain groups. I am a Mumbaiker. I am a Delhiite. We whenever we meet somebody, we first thing, "Kahan se ho?" Acha, where are you from? Oh, you're from there. Oh, then you try to find some connection. Somehow you want to find some commonality and then uh, get connected. It's all right to a certain extent, but let not that become your foundation for a good relationship. Okay, getting up in the morning, 5 o'clock, big challenge for so many of us. But if you have to catch a flight in the morning, you will get up at 4 o'clock and get ready and go. Correct? But if you want to attend a meditation session, then it gets difficult because it's not a habit. You've not pushed yourself to, you've not been able to come out of that bondage that you have built for yourself in your mind. These chains, unfortunately, are not visible. And because they are not visible, you are not able to do anything about it. You are not taking the effort to break those chains. Then something triggers and something irritates us. Something makes us angry. Why? Because we have given the remote control of our life to somebody else, or some situation, or some person, or some expectations. And when they are not met, we get disturbed. So we are again bonded. And that becomes a habit, a belief system, a nature, and we get stuck in that. And the best part is that the negative sanskar is not dependent on somebody else outside you. It is within you. It's totally under your control. And you have the ability to free yourself from that. And only your effort, your purusharth will allow you to get out of that situation. Okay? So at the physical level, check whether your body is flowing freely or not. How flexible are you as your body? If you are not flexible, then you are also physically not flexible. You also have flexible issues in your mind, in your attitude. Observe and check that. On an emotional level, how independent are you? How do you get triggered? How much of control are you have on your emotions? Or are they continuously moving like waves up and down? How do you react to situations that come your way? Do you believe your state of mind depends on other people's behavior? Ask these questions. Do I crave for recognition from somebody else? Do I feel great when somebody tells me I'm good? Or do I feel depleted when somebody tells me I'm not good enough or points a finger at me? See where your frequency is moving when these things happen. If these are moving at a very fast rate in the outer contours of your emotional energies, that means you are not stable. You are not free emotionally. Getting irritated, extreme sadness, joy, extreme joy, then keep shifting from that constantly up and down. If your internet gets weak, do you get irritated? If your phone dies out, do you get irritated? So you are given your freedom to something else. Sometimes it's a living thing, sometimes it's a non-living thing. So where is the freedom that we are talking about? How do we celebrate this freedom? If we want to be independent, we have to work, and that is the whole process. This spiritual understanding is to free ourselves from the bondage which we have been stuck in lifetimes. Everything that is happening outside us seems to be controlling what's happening inside us. How unfortunate is that? Right? Today, outer forces outside our country are planning to destroy us. Okay? And we are not able to do much about it. Why? Are we taking responsibility enough? Drugs is a perfect example. Outside every top high-end college, university, you will find there are people selling drugs. Where did these drugs come from? We're not growing it in our backyard. So the external forces are trying to control us, but the the effort, the energy is all from internal which can stop this. You and me can stop it. Similarly, in our inner world, it's totally up to us what we want to do with it. We can't tell that the government को करना है सब कुछ. Government will do whatever they have to do. But at your level, what are you doing? Are you making your children aware of the values that when they go outside, what they have to be careful about? At the same time, don't be scared of it. Be confident. Because the more scared you are, the more you will attract fear in you. More you will be succumb to such addictions and such challenges. The more confident you are, the more people will think twice before trying to trap you. All right. So you need to understand what exactly is the freedom. Okay, there is this sense of the concept of marginal utility. Remember, you have 1 cup of coffee, you feel very nice. You have 2nd cup, okay, good enough. 3rd cup, 4th cup, you can't have anything beyond that, right? Why is that? Because extreme consumption leads to dullness, leads to saturation. It doesn't give you freedom. It doesn't give you liberty, liberation. So if I don't have choice in my own feelings, in my own thoughts, in my own actions, then somebody else is controlling me. First you free yourself from that control. Then you talk about having control in the society and in your place of work and blah blah blah. Okay, our true nature is Sat Chit Anand. Can we rise to free ourselves and be in that space of Sat Chit Anand, which is what is the true freedom? So need to drop your limiting beliefs, which is pulling you down, all doubts which you have, all concepts of what the other person will think, what will society think. Society wants everybody to be just the same, carbon copies. Those who are like that can continue, but you and me are better off. We know that we are unique and we need to express our uniqueness. We don't want to be run-of-the-mill people. So understand that, use this opportunity of the Independence Day to see how independent are you from what is happening around you. How much of you are in control of your body, mind and intellect, and how much of it is controlled from outside. What are the forces that are standing on your borders trying to infiltrate? We talked about those 6 gateways to hell, right? So find out those energies and prepare yourself, prepare your army of Vivek, of Purusharth, of Samarpan, of service, to prepare yourself to fight these enemies that are constantly waiting at your borders to enter you. Alright, so I hope this is giving you a concept of what freedom truly means. True freedom is when we will come out of this cycle of life and death. That is our true freedom. That is the ultimate freedom. This limited freedom of a country or a society is very superficial. Okay, some people were free even when we were slaves or when we were under British rule. They were always free because that did not depend on their conditioning, because they were internally free. Unless you are internally free, you will not be able to take this to a next level. Okay, so I hope this has given you some food for thought, that real freedom lies within you and you need to work on it to get that ability to drop those bondages, the chains which you have created for your own self, thinking that you will be safe, but actually you have only bonded yourself in that belief system that we have created for us. So use this opportunity of the Independence Day to open your horizons, think think independently now and make your decisions and get out of the comfort zone. Do the Shreya part of it, not the Priya part of it. Priya will give you instant gratification and long-term suffering. Shreya will give you instant pain and long-term happiness. Choice is yours, what you want to take. All right. So I hope this has been some food for thought, and it'll help you as you go ahead to make life less difficult for all of us, and also inculcate this in our children, the future generations, so that they become worthy instruments of this country, good citizens of this country.